This is a WordPress tutorial by Mark McLaren of McBuzz Communications, and I'm calling this How to Use the Easy Text Editing Window in WordPress. There is a setting in the WordPress dashboard that you've got to have correct in order to be able to see the Easy Text Editing window. And if you don't know about this, it can be frustrating and confusing. So I just wanted to make a quick tutorial to show how to set this up properly. First off, I've got to say, if you're using a Macintosh, you need to use the Firefox web browser to edit WordPress. If you use Safari, you're going to have this problem regardless of whether you have the setting correct or not. I'll show you what I mean. Here's Business Blogging 101, the blog website that I'm using for the tutorials. And if we go to the dashboard in Safari, click on Write. This is relevant to PC users also. And any day now we're going to be able to write a post. Here's the editing window. Here's where you can put in a title for your post, not a tilt but a title. And here's where you would insert your text for post. Okay. Now you see here, let me see if this is going to do anything interesting. Yeah, okay. I put text in there and I click on the B, which you might guess, I don't know, that would be for bold, but in fact it is. And you can see it's going to insert HTML tags around the text. If I do italics, it's going to put some more on there, and so on. This is going to be real confusing and not a lot of fun. You can't edit like you would normally be able to in WordPress if you can only see this, what is the code editing window. So got to use Firefox first of all. Let's get out of here and we'll go to Firefox and see the one other setting. Now this applies to PC users. If you don't have this set up, you won't be able to see the visual text editor on a PC either. So we're using Firefox here, that's good. And now we've got to make sure we got the setting correct. Okay, so in the dashboard, here's where you want to go. I can show you real quickly the same situation. Even though we're using Firefox, and even though you're using a PC, perhaps you're going to see this if you don't have the right box checked. So I'll show you where to check the box in just a second. So here's the editor again. That's where you put your title. That's where you put your text. But it's all set up in the same way. There's just going to be HTML in here. Oh, I gotta close that tag. Yeah, that's helpful, right? Because this is all HTML. You're not going to be having much fun composing a post if you're having to look at HTML tags. So you should have two options here: visual text editor and code text editor. So what you need to do is go to users. Okay, I'll pump this up a little bit so you can see it. The users button here. Okay, click on users, and then you should have a list, or yourself here, depending on how many people are working on this blog website. Okay, the authors and users button, you want to click on your profile, and when you do that you will see this. Hopefully I've got this set right. Okay, so you'll come into your own personal profile, and there's this option here, and you can see that it's not checked. Hopefully you can see that. It says use the visual rich editor when writing. Okay, check that. Click on update profile. Okay, we'll go back out here to write post or page, and okay, now you can see that you've got two options: visual and code. There are the buttons that we were looking at before. That's the code editing window. But you want to be in the visual editing window. And in here, you'll see a serif font. You can highlight that and make it bold, make it italic, and it's going to look like it's going to look something like in the blog itself. Okay, and you've got a lot of other options here too for formatting. You can make this text into a link by clicking on that button. If you click on this far right button, you get even more options. You can underline, format using heading settings here, colorize your text like so, and it will look in this window like it does on the blog itself. Okay, so if we come out here and say publish and chunking away, go look at the blog here. Hopefully that worked. Okay, there's our new post, more or less. The text that we created formatted the way we want. Okay, so you've got to have that special setting, the use visual rich text editor box checked in order to use the visual text editor.